All right, go ahead.
He's a legend, man.
Do you need your notebook for this? We're kicking off the podcast.
Why do I need a
now.
notebook?
We wrote some shit down Saturday.
The legend is. No, we didn't.
Yes, we did Saturday.
Formatting.
When we were eating, formatting. Welcome.
Oh, we're
to
gonna get you on the hook,
The
people.
podcast. Yeah, we gotta
We
get
gotta
you on
tease
the
you.
hook and then set the hook over at Patreon.
I don't think we can do that now because Randy blew my format.
No, it's okay. You said it. You smartened them up.
You said we had notes.
Well,
we
here's
had
the thing.
notes.
Did I say that?
Yes, it's okay.
So we're trying to find that formula. There's a lot of it's 2021. You guys are smart today, you know. I know that. You know when people are blowing smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
So the first thing is what? Talk about Saturday. Saturday. That was Saturday, April 10th.
Yeah, good. It was a really good show coming off of Resilience. We had a good turnout. It was nice to see everybody come out. We had some really strong matches. We had Eddie and Anestra. What a match that was. Young
man.
Edward. Boy, the crowd sure does love him. And what a performance. What a strong showing by Psycho Spawn, who took on the American Bearded Moondog by himself in a 2-on-1 handicap match. He was able to take them both, double choke slam, enough to take them both down.
He stepped up.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be, you know what though, that's what Moondog and probably Beard needed maybe at this point in their career.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you're a young man in this business, you're going to have losses and you're going to have trials and tribulations.
That's how you learn.
I wouldn't be surprised if they come back strong next week.
I think my first run in Memphis, I put everybody over.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that I went over on was somebody that Buddy Wayne was training.
Yeah.
Really nice kid, but he was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But yeah, I mean, that's where you learn.
Also, I heard that, was it Zero Gold, 0-1, the Japanese tag team that we had in from Japan?
Yes.
Heading back to the motherland.
Yes.
We have a whole new set of Japanese wrestlers coming in from the All Japan Dojo, from what I understand.
You know what I heard, too? They're pissed off about all this Asian hate, so they've got a statement to make.
Yeah, so I heard it's
Stop
gonna be,
Asian hate.
Well, you can look for them on the 1st at... what's the name? What's Balls Out?
It's not Balls Out because I couldn't get away with it, but it's Fortitude.
Fortitude. So look for our all-new Japanese tag team coming in on the 1st. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm excited too.
Also, Matt Vine, hot about, and he has every right to be. He was literally a sea hair, and we know they're not long from being the world heavyweight champion here at PPW. Literally just a millisecond too late. Hit him with the pile driver. Simultaneously on the 3 count, the foot went on the rope. He then lost the match. Was hot this week, and you could tell he came out here and whipped Jose.
Yeah.
Like he hated him from his old neighborhood.
Like a dog.
With a belt, like a dog, off his waist. So, Vine's calling, and I know Jose pretty well. He's not one to back down.
Would you rather get punched in the face or hit with a belt?
I think I'd rather get punched in the face.
I
don't know.
It stings so bad.
It's bad. The face isn't
then you
bad.
get soap in the
I'd
cut.
rather get hit in the face than hit in the throat, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I can eat a couple to the chin, but man, you just one in the throat, you're done. That's like 100% in the throat.
I know.
So that is heating up. We also, in a controversial finish, Team Santa Maria, Pancho and Victor
and
Lulu retain the PPW World Tag Team Championship in a Lucha Rules match. It seemed that Chase Ventura had it won, but because of the stipulation of the match,
yes. What happened?
Still your tag team champions.
The tag was made, but then when everything went bad shit in there, the other 2 guys that hit the floor. So at the Lucha Rules, when their feet hit the floor, it makes the other guys the legal men.
Yes.
So here's the thing is Ventura and Chase would take any match against them, any title shot, and it's basically while nobody's looking, the plan came together and they were able to use those Lucha Rules to maintain to keep the titles.
Yeah. And also a newcomer to PPW, Parrish, had a good showing against
first singles
Matt
match.
Vine. Took him to the limit.
That's a
Very
powerhouse.
impressed.
That's a
a
powerhouse.
lot of strength.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's a difference between, strength and power.
That'll be on Challenge Pro.
Right.
This week.
There's one thing to get under a bench and push weight.
Yeah.
Real strength and real power is moving that weight and strength and energy from point A to point B. This is what this man has. He's able to take his weight and his strength and power, and he's explosive with it. That's a dangerous combination when you have that size. Most people with that type of speed and quickness don't have the strength to match it.
Sure.
He has both.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what he has
There's a lot
in store.
there to work with,
a lot to work with there.
Yeah.
We also had our newcomer, the Roz.
Yeah.
The Roz and Poncho went to a disqualification.
Because just
the Roz got a victory with the disqualification.
Yeah.
Because Roz pushed Poncho to the limit. Lulu and Anestra came in and
they knew
put the
what that was
kibosh
gonna
on
be.
it. They had no choice,
No,
really,
he
because I think
would've
Roz
pinned
was
them.
going to win.
I did too. If they would have
really
pinned
do.
him at that point, imagine how it would have hurt their brand.
Yeah, definitely. And we also had the return of Sensei, who successfully defended his triple threat.
Now you weren't a fan coming into it with the triple threats. But what do you think now?
Oh, it's an excellent match.
Yeah.
It's
different.
It's different. It's you never know what's going to happen. That's probably the most difficult title to defend because
I think so,
you
too.
can lose the match, you can lose the belt without getting pinned.
Exactly.
So
So you got to watch everything.
So that's a double kudos to Sensei for holding that title as long as he had. And then we also had Jose in convincing fashion, Jose Acosta beating Slick Willie.
And that match was all Slick Willie.
It was, but Acosta just was able to get the 1, 2, 3s. I think Willie will come back strong.
You didn't know Acosta, let's say 2 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. But it's been amazing to watch him develop that sixth sense, that extra gear, that speakers up to 11 shit that Harley had, that Flair had, that Vern had.
Yeah.
And know when to calm down and pay attention to what the fuck's going on in there. So Willie puts the goddamn Regal roll on him, and that's hard because Willie's heavier than William Regal was.
Yeah.
But Costa says, holy shit, that momentum, and he brings it with him and then just cinches down, and bango, he gets a 3 count,
Yep.
So it's good cool to watch him develop. Yep. And Willie did really well.
Yeah, and Uncle Nate and Charlie Hustle put on a technical wrestling display.
Both of them, kudos. I'm surprised
a textbook match.
Hustle's able to keep up with him.
Yeah, I mean, Uncle Nate is a very credible amateur with a credible amateur background.
And a fucking Marine.
And a Marine. And Hustle was able to go hold to hold with him.
And they respected.
It could have went either way. Hustle ended up winning the match, but it was just because he has a little more pro wrestling experience.
A little bit more.
And that is the name of the game. Which they are two different animals. I think anytime you have an amateur background, that gives you a leg up on the competition. But still, there is no...
Ow!
There is Randy just burned himself. There is no substitute for professional wrestling experience.
My finger. Oh,
you never know what's going to happen in the PPW.
Will you kiss the boo boo?
Tough business. So no, it was a really good night. And this coming Saturday night, we have Sensei defending or going against Matt Vine in a 30-minute
in the Iron Man match.
The Iron Man
you didn't
match.
know this. I think notice the second one you see, but the first one, I don't think you fully understood it. But I've always liked the Iron Man matches, and they really have been amazing. One of the coolest things I ever seen was, and Bill Watts had this penciled in, was a motivated. Isn't this one yours?
Oh yeah.
A motivated Rick Rude. Rick Rude and Ricky Steamboat were one of the first pairings Bill Watts put together when he had the book at WCW, and one of the first things the first things he put them together in was an Iron Man match. It was fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
See, you didn't know Rick.
Oh yeah, those are great. Yeah,
I knew Rick, and Rick was like this.
Beach Blast, they did the 30-minute Iron Man match.
Yes,
Ricky
they
Steamboat
did.
and Rick Rude.
Outstanding.
I mean, dude, those are two.
Here's the thing you're going to get with Rick
professionals.
Rude. I worked with Rick, and secretly I was always a mark for Rick.
Oh yeah. You don't secretly have to be.
Yeah. So as a worker, and I got to work the motherfucker too. But anyway, long story short, what was cool as hell about that is to see a motivated Rude. Rude going, okay, I'm not working with anybody that I can't legitimately knock the shit out of.
Right.
I'm booked under Bill Watts. I got a great guarantee with room to grow, and I'm working with Ricky fucking Steamboat. I'm going to be married to this guy, you know. So that's why I said, well,
talk about a win-win.
You know, those two guys proved to me you could make if you had the workers, the guys that could wrestle and work. The king of the Iron Man something where it's a title, and you can defend it.
Yeah.
You know, with the right fucking guys.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that match. Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention our newcomer, I Ortiz, took on Not Bad Chad.
That kid's hilarious.
This guy is Mr. Charisma, Mr. Personality, personified that, if you will.
He's so small,
great.
But he's so captivating.
Yeah. And he's also going to be taking on Sensei. Sensei pulling double duty this week. I'm looking forward to that match. A clash of styles.
Yeah.
Highly entertaining wrestler. Yeah. Looking forward to that. We also have...
he said he was selling tickets to his gun show.
Oh, yeah. The gun show will take place, folks. Be here live or otherwise to see the gun show. Oh. Now, Sensei has a pretty impressive set of guns. He's going to have to be blasting arms, I'd say, every day, old I, to even...
Maybe he is, you know?
Maybe he is.
Or maybe he got them SpongeBobs that you can pump
Maybe
up.
He didn't get a pump before this week, so maybe his arms weren't...
SpongeBob? No, you're too
A little
old.
bit.
Did you ever see that one where he had them inflatable arms?
I've seen a picture of it. I've seen an illustration of it. I've never seen the
That's what
episode.
I's going to need in that one.
I think so. And also, Eddie the Bruiser Cruz is going to have a rematch against Inestra. Phenomenal match they had this past Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that. Also, speaking of impressive, Psycho Spawn, who took on 2 Men at Once, is going to get a shot against Jose Acosta's non-title. Okay, so but this could be his coming out party. He's looked impressive of late, and now he's getting a chance to go toe to toe, round for round with the PPW heavyweight champion. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, Hustle and Ventura will be going against Victor, Inestra, and Pancho.
Yeah, non-title.
Those matches.
But they beat them, you know.
Great tag matches
that
they've had since I've been here.
And they're former tag.
Yeah, that is actually the team that Inestra and Pancho took the titles off of. If I stand.
Those two are really... It is the team they took them off. It would help from...
So I'm looking forard to that rematch.
That was the debut of Lulu.
I'm looking forward to a lot. I've been using it a lot.
No, I am too. So
I'm so excited.
No, but really, I mean, it sounds funny, but I am too.
I am too, yeah.
So back to this. So now what we're going to talk about is two things on the podcast on Patreon. That's why we do this thing, is to get support on Patreon, and I think that this content... Son of a bitch. Fuckface. Come on, dude.
What's happened?
I think that this content is well worth it. You know, subscribe to us on Patreon. What we're going to be talking about next is, first off, we've still got that horrible, horrifying, dirty, filthy mystery going on where we got to find out who was bopping their baloney to some indie chick wrestling videos and promos. That's really, we've got to get to the bottom of that. We have a pervert in our midst. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I handle business.
Disgusting.
Dirty pig. I handle business of your Latino puerco mugrosos. I handle my business, but I'm more of a, like, you don't know, you would never know what the hell I have, you know, what I do. I handle it, I move, go about my business. It's not focused. I've never looked at 7 hours of chicks wrestling dudes.
I need about 7 seconds, and I'm good.
I can't. I can't look at the Chavo Guerrero doesn't call you the romancer for nothing.
Right.
So, do you need 7 seconds when you're with someone, or with yourself, or both?
Both.
Okay. So that's all right. Something to be said about that.
Don't care.
Something to be said about that today. Make them earn it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what I'm all about.
You know, like I says, I mean, I'm discreet, but this dirty pig, one of these guys, and I think it's the one that claims to be so smart, he's got 1 fucking degree, maybe several degrees. He's always trying to run me into the ground, make me feel stupid. But you're not street smart enough to go onto your own YouTube account to find your filth, to find your kink? You're not smart enough to fucking delete your fucking trail? You know? I learned, my kids, man, as soon as they could pick that phone up, I knew they could search my history, so nobody gets at my shit. You don't know what kind of filth I'm into unless I tell you. Right. And again, I've never looked at a 7-hour video of men wrestling women.
Yeah.
I've never got off to a fucking promo, some babbling indie chick, you know?
Market, there's an untapped market there, I think.
So we're going to go into that. And then the other thing, this is what I like Patreon too, and the one that seems to really get it, and if you're listening, you know, questions, send me some questions, and I hope you're cool with this. Well, I don't see any reason why, but one of our subscribers is Ian, and he's the shit. He's such a good guy. But anyway, back to this. This is important. He asked this.
Oh yeah, folks, please,
said,
any questions? We'd like to field them.
He asked me this yesterday. I got a question. You can ask Casey for the podcast. Was he ever a part of pay-per-view before he was hired by WWE? Like, how can you see people who are in the background later become WWE superstars? For example, is Ty Dillinger was Stan and Shawn Michaels kicked him in the face? So, you know, that's a question we're going to get to now. But here's the point where we're going to, again, remind you to support us on Patreon for the rest of the podcast and some really cool-ass matches. We got 2 PPW rewinds that just got posted up there. And then on top of the rewinds, we also have that triple threat from Saturday where Sem defended against Chad and Vine.
Oh, okay.
So here's where we're going to cut. Now we're going to get into the podcast, which you can get the rest of it by subscribing and supporting and patronizing us.
Where you
on
can get
Patreon.
the dirt, mate, the real dirt.
Oh, Luke would